What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, another video. Today's going to be a fire and ice pour. I'm going to use a similar technique that I used in a previous video, and we're going to do a swipe with some white cell activator in the background, and I think it's going to be super cool. We're using really awesome colors. We're using a bunch of blues and then a bunch of reds and orange and a bright yellow. I'm very, very excited to see how this one ends up, because that last one we did with the blues and the swipe ended up super cool. All right, so I just want to spread this out a little bit. We have plenty of black paint. I'm not really concerned with that, but I want to have a nice thick coat to work with, so when we do our swipe, we have plenty of paint to do it on. All right, so I'm gonna grab my swipe tool. I've got my cell activator here. I'm gonna pour it along the spatula, trying to get it all the way to the edge, drip the excess off. We don't need a whole lot. Let me set this cup down. Then we're gonna start with our swipes. Really love the effect that this made. So we'll do a really slow, light swipe through the center. Also saving a lot of that black paint we're using, because we're going to use it again, and we're going to need that to spread the rest of these paints across. So again, we're gonna go at it from a different direction, kind of like I did last time. Because the results from the last one, I was very, very happy with the way it ended up. So kind of don't want to deviate too much. All right, so we'll start our swipe. Let's see. Right there's fine. Nice, slow swipe right through it. Again, save this black paint. We're gonna need it. Have a nice clean section of the spatula. Let's get all this black so we don't contaminate the white cell activator. All right, so now I gotta pour along the other rim. This is always the awkward part for me. Maybe if I turn it this way. Hold it all awkwardly at first. Maybe it'll make it easier. All right, so we got a nice light. Oh no, look at all that black that just went in my cell activator. Well, I'm gonna have to get that out of there in a second. All right. All right, another nice light swipe. Like we did last time right there. All right. Let's clean off the spatula, and then I'm going to take a brief second to get all this black paint out of my white cell activator so I'm not wasting it, because after I get a bunch of colors in it, I'm not going to be able to do much more with it. It's had a nice benefit of giving us the time that this cell activator needed to fully settle out. Now, I know I'm going to want some around the edges here. We'll minimize the rolling under as much as we can, because I didn't have enough on my canvas on the last one, so we have enough this time, that's for sure. All right, so the fire and ice colors. Now I was using a stick last time, and I think that I didn't use quite enough paint for those. So I think for this one, I have 2 bands, and maybe, shoot, I might run it through one band and into another. So we might have several lines of color here. Let's see, I kind of like the way that flows, but I want to kind of go against it too. So that's a lot of blue, you guys. Oh my goodness. still trying to keep it the same size as my swipe tool, which we might not be able to do. All right, so same thing, we'll gradiate the colors, because I think that was really cool. All right, and then we got this really bright light blue permanent. I think it's a glorious color. One thing I didn't really think about before this very moment was I have a really bright yellow, and typically yellows and blacks don't like each other. So here's to hoping that they play nice. Who knows? They might not. They might hate each other, but we won't know until we try. It's really deep red right here. I love that red. Then we have, this was a combination of that same red and the fluorescent yellow. It made almost a blood orange color. Not quite an orange, but orange enough. And then this is that beautiful fluorescent yellow. It's just a beautiful color, you guys. All right. Then I think I just want to kind of do diagonals, and I'll let the colors touch each other and mix each other. That's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. All right. So first, maybe we'll just start here. Kind of drag the colors out. That's beautiful. What? Look at that thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. And same thing with the, we'll do the hot colors right now. Yeah, see what I was talking about? The yellows kind of turning like a green tinge to it. But yeah, man. Those colors are phenomenal. I love them. I also like how it's still disturbing these cells from the swipe underneath. It's kind of cool looking. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to drag it over the parts where it kind of fades out into nothing. Because I know I'm stretching it, so I know these lines are going to move. They're not going to be right where I want to put them. But we got some really nice interaction going on there too, and it's not overpowering interactions, because there's a lot of like these colors that they're not going to mix very well together. So I'm trying to also not mix them too much. Oh man, look at that. I'm getting all giddy over here. Whenever anything's like actually working well, like it just makes me very happy. Very happy. Now, let's see, what do I want to do? I did like the whole kind of little bit of a wreck here and there. And I feel like trailing these colors into the hot colors would be really cool. Let's do a little swirly do. Perfect. Then we'll do another one. The same kind of direction right through the other side here. There we go. I think I'm going to lose a lot of this and that, but whatever I'm doing in the center will pretty much stay. So let's just drag some of that through. Drag some of that through. Got a bunch of color all over the end of this needle here. Then maybe right in the middle, disturb these cells just a little bit. I'm only going to do that one more time, and then we're going to spin this puppy out. Oh, I love this already. Only thing I know I'm going to want to do is shift the weight of some of this paint back towards the center a little bit. While I was swiping, it kind of adjusted things, moved them around. Now the idea on the spin, something light enough to where we still keep some of these colors on the canvas. I want to keep these blues and whites. We might have really thick paints, but we will work with them as best as we can. Oh my goodness, it looks glorious already. Like I almost don't even want to change that. What? That's amazing looking. Okay, I love it. A whole lot. So let me take some of this excess black, help that move. Take some here, help it move. We got some plain black here too. And anything where I accidentally get color, maybe where I don't want the color, I could always go over it at the end when it's dry. But I love the look of this thing. It's amazing. Let me bring you guys down. I want to show you this thing. I am so in love with these just really fine details. As you can see, yeah, that light yellow kind of did turn into a greenish with that black. That was one thing I was worried about, but other than that, like, I'm just speechless. The composition is amazing. I love the way this looks. If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.